Yeah. Ha! Yeah, I'm so special, I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. I'm like Ichigo, master in a red suit. This my Bankai form, I'm about to let loose. Better make your next move, your best move. Straight out the gate, niggas gon' hate and try to test you. Watch who you with, who your mans, who you next to. If you take a hit with son assist like a nephew,
you can never check us, homie, this a chess move. Wrote this on a little short bus, I'm so special. If Mav say get him, I'ma get him. Ain't no talking when I pull up. Park up, hop out, run down with my hood up. Now what the fuck are you hating for? Can't DFG get money anymore?
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
All right, let's get into this Jaguar Wright shit. Okay, Jaguar Wright went
I don't want to.
You don't want to talk about it. I mean, what are we going?
Let's talk about it. We here to talk about it.
The entire internet is talking about it.
I know.
We have to talk about the chaos.
I know.
She went on Piers Morgan. She said statements about JAYZ.
I want to say shame on Piers Morgan.
Well, why shame on him and not shame on everybody else? Because she has been
because
doing
it's
these
his platform.
Because
he allowed her to talk, say all of that.
Yeah, but there were so many other platforms that published her beforehand.
Because when you have a platform,
that's how she got to Piers Morgan.
When you have a platform that people actually consider viable, like, and you invite this, it's almost like the beginning of your end. Because if this does numbers, then what?
Yeah, but we know Piers Morgan don't really have his eyes culturally on what's going on. He's looking at what? Attention. Hold on, because he's looking at the attention that she got, right? And he wants attention for his own show.
See, I look at it different. It's the attention of tearing down black people.
Right.
Absolutely, but before we get there, right? Who was watching her to get her to such a level that he noticed her?
No, that's a fact.
Who was watching her? Everybody was giving it eyeballs and hours and credibility and running the stories on black platforms.
Not everybody in the spectacle.
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
A lot of people.
Because I was definitely
and then,
nah, I'm good.
Then here comes Piers Morgan, right? Like, oh, what is this? Oh, I need to have this woman on my show. Of course.
Tearing down black people,
bruh.
And
that's incidental.
Everybody watched.
What, tearing down black people?
Yeah.
Name a black person that was on Piers Morgan talking about something positive for the black community.
You're missing my point. I'm not saying that's not what's happening. I'm saying if you're about the money and the numbers, whatever brings the money and the numbers in is what you go for. Tearing down black people just happens to be big business. But if it's your business, you make it. You can paint it as intentional. I'm doing this because I want to hurt black people, or am I doing this because I want to get rich? And hurting black people happens.
Piers
to
Morgan
make
ain't rich already.
What? I'm sorry. Is there a cap on capitalism?
But I'm saying though,
the word is greed. Spin.
I can see the podcast trying to get rich with the spectacle content. But Piers Morgan,
why can you only see the podcast?
Because they not a part of a major network.
The word major is greed. Spin. Come on, bro. Like everybody's playing the same game, bro. Like it's only like people like us that's sitting around like, no, we're gonna have integrity. We're not gonna talk about the speculativity. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else is running this programming now. Fourth time. I wouldn't be surprised if by Christmas they talking about alien landings and all types of shit across major news networks. But I wouldn't be surprised. Mm-hmm. How many rich people do you know stop being rich because they tried to get richer? It's every drug dealer you've ever been around.
So you think that Jaguar Wright's story will make him richer?
No. The word is greed, Spin.
I think that he invited something to his platform
that he's gonna go viral.
It's gonna spiral out of control.
He knew
I don't think the intention was, I'm gonna invite this woman up here because it hurts black people.
I think the intention was, I'm going to bring this woman up here because it gets a lot of attention.
A lot of eyeballs.
And will get me a lot of eyeballs.
Yep.
It just so happens that it's going to fuck up black people, but I don't even think that crosses his mind. I don't think it crosses most of the people's mind in that building.
Nah, just being honest, looking at his face while he was doing that interview, he was like, damn, is this where my life is now? Is this where I have to be? Like, you seen him, right? Like, he was like, so Jaguar. So Jaguar.
So do you guys think that there's a truth between her not being sued and what she's actually saying?
Well, I think she was extremely careful with what she said.
Yes.
What did she really say? She said they were nasty little people, right? It was great. It was theatrical. It was you.
No.
You wanted to watch more.
You can't get
You wanted
around
to watch more.
putting people in suitcases.
Hold on. Did she say that?
In suitcases. What the fuck?
That sounds like traffic. That literally sounds like trafficking to me.
Facts.
And then she said, wait, what else did she say? She said there were hundreds of victims, right?
In suitcases, just being trafficked.
But how would she know it's hundreds of victims?
My thing is that how the hell does one woman know all this information?
Oh shit!
How does she know all this information?
If she wasn't actually around.
No, she claims that she was a sex worker.
It's weird the way she put that together because it's like, was she giving massages? Like, what was she doing as a sex worker? Was she like the receptionist or something like that? It was weird. I heard when she said it.
Oh my
God. I don't know exactly, but how this one woman was in all these different type of spaces?
I mean,
ain't no love in the
heart of the city. Ain't no love in the heart of town.
How she get this information? I don't get how does she get this information?
I'm not saying that anything that she's saying is true.
Right.
But sometimes there's a little bit of truth in some of the things that you say, right? And so if there's a little bit of truth and you can spread that out and you make it, entertaining
to people who already want to believe
to
the
people
worst
that
case
want,
scenario.
Right? Now you are kind of like amplifying this narrative. And people are buying into it.
I think she even threw a shot at Dane. She said that they sued Dane. How come they haven't sued me?
Did she say that?
She said that. She said that.
Maybe she's picking her words carefully.
No, because honestly, that would give her some sort of
credibility. Right. You're almost damned
they
if
don't
you
want to
do
give
and
it
damned
that.
if you don't.
Yeah.
It's all nasty.
But Piers Morgan did issue an apology.
Then there's that.
When he says he was contacted by Alex Spiro, who claims to be their attorney, right? And I say claim because you don't know if someone represents you on this particular issue, right? If you have worked with someone before, you know how it works. You hire your lawyers, but there was no cease and desist. At least that's what was reported. So he called and gave Piers Morgan an ultimatum. And the ultimatum was something along the lines of, hey, that's not true. Those things are false. Retract or apologize before I take you to court. Or
that must mean JAYZ still in good standing with BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard.
Piers Morgan.
And he apologized, right.
He apologized for it.
But I mean, a lot of times when you're in that situation,
he's going to get jumped at the Rock Nation brunch.
No, listen. If someone comes to you, depending on,
stomp him out.
He already got that message out. Yeah. He already got it out. So now if you're coming to me and saying, retract that.
Okay, sure.
Fine.
50 said, ain't no brunch, no dinner.
I'm sorry, JAYZ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, after he did all of that, then he came on the next day, like, I'm sorry, JAYZ.
You can't unring the bell. The apology doesn't erase anything. So
it's
why not apologize?
You put the shit out.
Sure, you got it. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Right.
I beat you up, you're in the hospital.
But
they apologize to him.
They have a responsibility to fact check.
I don't go to jail if I apologize? Oh, man, I am so sorry. Listen,
they have a responsibility to fact check, bro.
Who's they?
The company.
No, they do not. They do not.
Especially, okay, it's called, there's a formula for it that I can't remember.
It's called propaganda, and it's legal in this country. No, I've been saying it.
What I'm saying is there's a whole formula that they use to calculate out why, if they're going to do X, Y, and Z. They say, okay, we do this thing. it makes us this much money. If we do this thing and it makes this much money, we're going to get sued. If we're going to get sued, it's probably going to cost us about this much money. If this much money is close to this much money, then we probably won't do it. But if it's down here, fuck it. We would have paid that in taxes anyway.
Yeah,
Go ahead and do
I
it.
don't know if that one interview would be enough to. Because you got
It only cost them an apology.
Yeah,
It didn't
that's
cost
it.
them nothing
That's
but
it.
some
All you have to do is
words.
say sorry.
Didn't
He
cost them nothing but
already,
an
it
apology.
already traveled. It got all the attention that he wanted
Best
to get.
believe it cost him more than that.
Now somebody's going to double back and go, what did Piers Morgan apologize for? Let's watch. And then
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. And you know what? What did it cost him? Probably JAYZ and Beyonce are never going to go on his platform. They were never going anyway.
Facts.
They weren't going.
Facts.
So the relationship is like maybe what, a Rockefeller artist? Oh, not Rockefeller,
Not
Rock Nation,
Rockefeller,
whatever.
But
Like the-
no. I don't think it's ever in your best interest to have a billionaire couple mad at you.
If the
I don't
company
think that's
backing
really
you is
it.
billionaires too, like, it's all an even fight.
Yeah.
Until they get rid of him.
But what does that cost him? Like, they're not going to fire him. He's making money. For what? And fire him for what? He's doing what you asked him to do. You can scapegoat him.
The show is called Uncensored.
Yeah, bro, like, he's literally doing his part. I'm doing the thing you brought me in
Like,
here to do. What you mad? Okay, be
Probably got
mad.
the best ratings he ever had.
And then you get rid of me, and I'm going to go to your competition.
But he had to take that
and
down.
I'm going to do the exact same
He took
shit.
the whole.
No,
thing
depending
had to
on what kind
edit
of depending on what kind of contract you got,
I'll
you might
go
not
to-
be able to do
I'll
that.
go to the competition, do the exact same shit. Or I'll do it on my own and do the exact same shit. Or I'll just cash out like I'm Piers fucking Morgan. Maybe it's time to call it a day. If that's the last one, you want to find me over this? Cool.
And
Well,
this
I
is
got-
the first time we heard that their lawyers said anything. This was the first time, right? So it took a Piers Morgan interview. Why didn't they stop it before? You know how much conspiracy theories is going around online? So, I mean, that's an interesting thing
That's
to me
social
also.
media for you.
I just want to know how truthful she is. Math, call Vlad. Vlad said that.
Who do you think I was calling earlier?
Oh,
To find out if he
see if
what she said is true.
Exactly.
Lord Jesus, this is where we are.
Yeah.
This is what's
Yeah, and
happening.
it's fucking sad because we should be talking about how great someone's album is. We should be breaking down lyrics and paying attention to the things that affect this hip hop culture. But instead, we're sitting here talking about fucking rumors and lies being spread back and forth. We're all up in people's personal business. We're listening to people who normally we would deem crazy and insane and just walk past them in the streets. Now they have a fucking platform. Now they're on national networks and shit. Like, this shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on out here?
Attention is the new currency.
Yep. And record companies know that, and they create some of this attention.
All
themselves.
companies know that.
Yo, what-
All media companies
what's-
know that. All businesses know that. All industries know that attention is the new currency. It's why they do
What-
shit to get attention.
What's the name of that movie where it, like this guy went to the future and everybody was stupid?
Futurosity, I don't know what you're talking about. Terry Crews was the president.
Was it
Idiocracy?
Idiocracy?
Idiocracy, something like that?
Idiocracy. Hold on.
Yeah.
Nah,
Terry
not
Crews was the
Crews
president. And they were
He
having
was a wrestler. And he was a
He said not
wrestler.
Terry Crews was the president.
they were having a food shortage, and their idea was we're gonna put sports drink on the plants because now the plants will grow up big and strong.
Yeah, and the produce was
Wrote
going
that.
down, and he was like, use water. And he was like the biggest genius on the planet.
And they
That's
made
why
him-
Terry
they
Crews
made
started
him
it.
president.
Made him
Stupid,
president.
bro.
They made him president.
It
right
sounds
after
like
that.
today.
We're not.
It sounds like we're headed there.
We're closer to it than we should. be.
Exactly.
I won't say we're there, but we're definitely. It's in sight, and that's unfortunate. We're going in the wrong direction.
Idiocracy. That was the movie. 2006.
Idiocracy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I remember watching that movie, going, "Man, this could never."
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
back at the ranch,
Meanwhile, back at the red. Okay, so
we really do have better things to talk about. I hope Jaguar Wright gets help, assuming she needs it. I hope she gets some kind of help. If the shit she's saying is true, I hope. I don't even know what to hope anymore.
If the shit she's saying is true, bro, like, come on, man. What?
A lot of it just sounded like people's personal shit. Except until this JAYZ thing, I never heard like a crime.
I'm just
Right.
confused. like,
Right. It was just kind of a lot of
Slander, not slander.
yeah,
but
like just
telling people's business. Kinda.
speculatory.
Who was inviting her to?
Yo,
Who was like, yo?
That's what we know how she was around all of this.
Hold on.
It's hard to book people.
Let's not get it fucked up.
You said, who
In
was
her
invited?
time, when she was that chick, Jaguar Wright's voice is amazing.
Her voice is incredible.
That chick is
incredible.
one of the top. Like at that
Incredible.
time, yo, go watch that shit she did with JAYZ, the unplugged,
The unplugged,
shit she did.
yes.
When she sings,
Yeah.
that woman's voice is incredible.
That song cry.
So you want to know how she got invited to XYZ, A, B, and C when she was poised to be that chick? The talent was not a question. Her voice is nuts.
Now she's using it because she's nuts.
If you want to, that's why the access doesn't seem like such a. Nobody's asking, how did you get invited? All these, yo, it was a time she had to be on the especially after that unplugged shit.
She was in the loop.
She was in the loop,
bro. If anybody was going,
Yeah,
get
but
invited
it
to
seems
these
like in the
spots.
industry, you're in the loop, and then you're in the loop.
Right, but honestly, but if I'm gonna put somebody in a suitcase, does she need to be in the room? You get what I'm saying? Like, what do we need? Did she singing the theme music to putting people in the suitcase? Like, what's happening? I don't know, bro. That shit is crazy. Put her in the suitcase.
Yikes!
Like, come on, man.
That interaction with her and Star was funny. Y'all seen that?
Oh yeah, Star
that.
kind of let her have it.
Yeah. Get your man.
I did see that.
And-
It is
and just-
sad.
and
It
just-
is sad. It is.
Star, I
He was
expect that. I expect that
disrespecting
from
him.
Star all day. If you are a truth teller, a truth speaker, just her reaction in that was kind of like it didn't help me believe her story. You dig what I'm saying?
He was talking to her dirty too. He was
Just-
like, "Bitch."
Just the hate, and venom that came out of her in that, it didn't help me believe anything that she said. I feel like a lot of things that she's saying from a place of hatred, of deep-seated hatred, and people are giving her a platform to just let her hate out. You know what I mean?
I think she an overkill right now, to be honest. Like,
but what is she trying to
she come
prove?
up with new
Like,
stories all the time.
But what is she trying to prove though? Like, what is she really trying to prove? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to get out of it? What is the end game? Like, what are you trying to do?
Shining a light on exposing a world she feels is corrupt and evil, and she wants to show the whole world that this is actually happening, and these people that you look up to are monsters on the low.
And there's a little bit of truth in that.
It's a little bit of
And
truth.
they're running everything.
There's a little bit of truth, and
Right.
that's what I was saying before.
And the stories might be exaggerated, the examples could be false, but it's widely believed.
She's
that
talking like somebody did something to her. Like, you know what I mean? These people did something to
started
her.
because her boy, she was very close with Malik B from the Roots, and when he passed away, she went on a tear because she felt like his death was ignored and overlooked, and until you do right by Malik B, I'm gonna keep exposing you motherfuckers, blah 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 blah. So that's what started it.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
The other MC from the Roots, not Black Thought, Malik B, when he passed, she just
She
went
have
in.
to be careful in the streets though, like moving around. You know, she got to look over her shoulders.
She's not talking about people that she's gonna run into in the streets. She's not like gonna turn a corner in the supermarket.
You never know, though.
Beyonce's gonna be like,
You
be
never
there
know.
like, oh bitch, I've been waiting.
Nah,
to catch
you never know.
Like,
You
that ain't
never know,
happening,
bro.
son.
People out here got family. They got fanatic fans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I would
that's
say that
true.
is a
That's
danger.
true.
That's
That
a
is
legit
danger.
concern.
Whatever happened to that other guy, JAYZ and Beyonce bodyguard? Y'all remember him?
I can't. I'm not interested in these stories because, first of all,
I don't even care.
I got a private life. Mind your business. Like,
Yeah,
and if you're not hurting nobody behind closed doors, like dead ass, the suitcase thing is one thing, but
yeah,
all this shit comes from a place of judgment. You're only talking about somebody's personal life because you're putting them in a position to be judged by somebody else who don't do the shit that this person is into. Most of the shit that's coming on Diddy right now is because people are judging him for a lifestyle that they're not into, they don't fuck with.
I just don't get. I can understand the victims not speaking out at that time, but the witnesses. Why y'all waiting 20 years to talk about this?
That's like the John Dill dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Dill.
You was Gene Dill. You was around Diddy all this time. You was seeing all this shit.
He a co-conspirator, if you ask me.
That's crazy, bro.
Maybe
why
that's
wasn't
they
you
testify.
speaking about that?
They're trying to get out from under. See, I hate the maybe. There's no facts. There's no facts here. All we know is like what's on paper, and everything else is somebody guessing. That's why talking about this shit, you just run around in circles because everything can be spun.
Right.
Journalism 101 going back, we had fact checkers. You couldn't just say anything. Even the rappers who put their interview on tape, there was no, you took me out of context. Motherfucker, we have the tape. We heard you say it.
Right.
The first, second, third, and fourth sentence. We know what you said. And then we had somebody whose whole job it was to make sure you were telling the truth.
As a journalist, they were checking you. So I would have to send my story to the research editor. The research editor would have to fact check every line.
You want to talk about smart people?
I mean,
scary smart, dude. His job was literally to pick your shit apart. You know that saying, find a lie? That was his whole job. Find it. If there wasn't one, you were fine. But if there was one, busted, caught, got you. It's none of that shit no more.
Right.
And we had a month. We had a month. The issue came out every month. We had a month. The whole way had 30 days to get it popping.
To publish, like, you know, content.
Them days is over. The truth don't even matter. It's who can get to it fastest and who can get the most clicks.
Yeah.
This shit is trash. Yeah, trash because you can make somebody rich being fucked up. You can be fucked up and get rich from it. We literally rewarding the worst behavior possible.
That's a fact.
And it's cool. It's cool. And if you say something about it, you hating. You mad because you ain't do it first. You mad because you ain't think to do no shit like that.
Right.
You know how many secrets this woman has?
None.
She looked into the camera too.
With other people, probably 25% more than I got.
Pull up the tape. MECC's trying to get me back.
Secrets.
The reason I say that,
Kim, you might be right.
the reason I say that is because what keeps you from doing that is the integrity. I learned that watching. I was I was in the room. I was a little dude. She told you I was a little dude. Nobody nobody saw me. I was in the room. I heard wild shit. I know what she could have said in that moment. I know what she could have written down and put in the book. I'd be reading the magazine to see if she actually said that horrible shit I just heard over speakerphone when I was dropping off magazines, all inconspicuous. Nobody looked at me twice.
We protected. I think we felt like this sense of we needed to protect the culture in a way where it was like, okay, we're not just going to print everything in the magazine, right? Especially because I came into my position after the East-West drama.
Right.
And the cover. So that, I think all journalists kind of, when we were doing our job, we knew how bad it could get. Because things in print can go further than just, okay, you put out this, you know. We knew what, and a lot of times, even in the interviews, I remember people would say things in their interviews just to start shit with other people. So you had to kind of have enough discernment to weed that out. Because there's like, I remember I wrote the first, not secrets. I did the first Drake story, the Drake cover in The Source.
Oh, you wrote that?
I wrote that cover.
Okay, I thought Keyz wrote that.
No, with the chain in his mouth.
I
wrote that. I went to Canada and everything. That was the first time Drake ever said anything about Kanye. The first time. Like, I forgot what it was at the quote, but, you know, was like, he had never mentioned, but it was kind of like something like, I'm coming for you, for your spot. First time. That was what, 2011 or something like that.
Right.
Right? And then after that, there was quiet back and forth. right? Things said in records. But I remember
Where it
thinking
started.
like, oh, here we go.
You just declared it.
You got it. But as
Here
the
we
writer,
go.
you have a decision to make.
Right.
Am I going to include this, knowing what could come from it, or
Right.
do I leave it out?
Oh no, we
And
done
let
cut
the-
a
And with
lot of
drinking
shit out of
Kanye was
episodes.
kind of like,
Oh, y'all
you
did?
know.
We done cut a lot of shit out of
Yeah.
episodes
Yeah.
where I was like, nah, that's definitely gonna go left.
Yeah,
Let's not.
we don't
let's
want
not
that
even
to,
clip
you
that
know,
out.
you have that
Let's
judgment.
Leave
Yeah.
that shit out.
That's called one of the keys of responsible journalism.
Responsibility, yeah.
When you recognize that you have a responsibility to the art form, the craft.
And courtesy.
Do no harm, but cause no shit. You dig what I mean? Like
Right.
it's that. So the problem is now doing harm and causing shit causes and creates bread.
Facts.
And people will sell. They don't even know what integrity means.
Facts.
It's not worth not getting the bread for them. The clout, way more important than integrity. Fuck integrity, there's clout here. Fuck integrity, there's bread here. I want that shit. So they'll cause all kinds of fucking ruckus and then get paid from it. We're rewarding the worst fucking behavior ever. Shit's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Till you catch them late night. You know.
Brooklyn.
And then it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Piers
Too
Morgan.
late.
Sorry, bro.
Too late.
I'm so sorry.
Too late. And I mean that shit. There's certain people that have done stories or said things about me that I'm like, I don't want to fuck this up. So I'm going to think really hard. You know what I mean? Like, and if I get the opportunity, oh yeah. Because it doesn't feel right living in a world where there's no punishment for that.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't feel right. It's like, this isn't how people are supposed to live their lives. A God-fearing person or someone who's just, you know, using their talents to entertain should not live in fear of a little fucking demon, a broke demon in the house, just cooking up a fucking story about you for some attention.
A clown looking for a circus.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? And for everyone that's paying attention to shit like that, I mean, I know it's hard to avoid it because it's everywhere. But maybe, you know, sometimes it's time to just put the phone down and find something else to do. Because what you put in here, sometimes you can't get it out.
I know exactly what I'm doing. DFG, you heard? Yeah, I'm from the streets where the hood was swallowing me. Bullets are following me. These haters out to get me. Look how this product fit me. We move around with blickies. I got that bag, not a stash. Thick as Lionel Richie's. Jag riding out the 50. Many men wish death upon me. Don't hold your breath, a nigga step and get pressed to concrete. I'm God's blessed. I don't stress, I get dressed. The R&B, Teflon on, doing duets with an Aubrey. It be some tragic shit. Paramedics looking sad as shit. Throw a sheet over you like a magic trick.